So there's all types of little small things I had to update. Actually, piece of the I had to re-glue this a little bit, but I'm going to um, basically make this. These are really nice to wear. It's just the harness, I guess, or the main. It's just too. I need to cut it and loop it back. And we gotta basically copy and basically have enough. And if anything, I'm gonna try to burn off a little bit of the tips so it doesn't come undone or start to fiber up. All right, so now I just need to attach it as best as I could, and then try to sew it. I think so. So I think it's all ready to sew, and I think I'm going to do it right now and right away just to get this finished up. All right, so I got the needle and thread ready. Okay, so I kind of triple sewed it, and it feels really good. I'm putting it on, and it's not going to be really, I don't have to deal with it falling off and things. There can be other ways to make this, more reliable, but it's finished, I think. Um, you know, goes with some pretty cool shoes. I think running shoes, but here's I just put this in the bucket of silicone that I have, and it's better than nothing. It's going to be more water resistant and repellent. So it feels pretty good actually compared to for what it's worth, I kind of had some of this clear silicone and water mixed together, and I just threw them in there, and then I fished it out, cleaning off as many clumps and things. I could kind of dip it in again if I wanted to, but yeah, doing a few weatherproofing things. But with something like this, I would actually have like a bucket, like a 5-gallon bucket of water and probably some tubes of silicone. And this could actually water, and dip like shirts or, fabric inside of it. This would actually, and then kind of let it drain. Hopefully, like, it's not going to drain like these small items. I mean, a big item like a backpack. It'll clean it up and also give it a good weather coating. I think if I do make a big bucket, if I pick up some more silicone, I'm gonna make a bucket of clear silicone and start to really weatherproof it this way instead of smearing things or, just for small bags. And what's up, YouTube? So I've had this for almost a month, 3 or 4 weeks. Still haven't refilled it, and I found the other ones I was looking for. Let me show you. Well, what I found are the other vaporizers, and I kind of tried to just refill these, and then I somehow pretty much pretty much like refill it with e-juice, and then the juice, and then kind of replace it as fast. Oh, and I also found like a bowl or a dish of some of the dental stuff, so I'm reorganizing a bunch of this stuff. So I'm gonna be, pretty much, um, I'll probably have to have a larger cardboard box. So it would be pretty nice to, really make really clean dental molds and even these templates in here. This is a pretty useful amount with the e vaporizers. Pretty much use So it's a useful amount of items. I'm going to be moving a few things so that it doesn't. Well, we can move a few things so it doesn't look too cluttered. But there are some items that are or just so it doesn't be too far away to anything. Of trying to make the molds, and then um, I have some of the tools like the spatula and even extra pair some more plastics. So I don't want to mix up too much, and I just put it all into like a box to store it. It's basically I couldn't hammer. I tried to hammer it and I didn't really notice it at first. I thought I just squeezed it, but it actually cracked the lid. So everything I put into this, which was probably 10, like maybe like $5 to $10 worth of glue, and I might not even be able to like get. Boxes, so, and I need to tape up these boxes. So anything that I started taping up some of it, like these corners, but I can definitely use some tape. uh, didn't really, I thought I did a good job, but any small box I could use as storage. Did most of these, but there are some right in front of me that are pretty nice shoe boxes that I need to probably use clear tape for. I don't want to ruin too much with I want it to blend a little bit, but with duct tape and good shoe box isn't going to be that great, but other shoe boxes might be okay. So isn't going to be that great, but other shoe boxes might be okay. So really ruin something really nice like this bowl right here, ceramic bowl. I do have a few glass bowls and ceramics. There's a nice wine glass and stuff. I really, you actually grip the tip of, first take off the wrapper, and then you could actually, with some pliers, twist off and open up the batteries. There might be a gasket. Wearing gloves is going to be important. Having, you want to put stuff out for the next day and things, just have stuff sitting to remind me, and then start to reuse and recycle, and then get this stuff ready for building my own DIY batteries. So I really like finding stuff like this, just to reorganize and get everything cleaned up, and then situated for. So kind of reorganized. I got like a bag of old coffee. I think I have some already stored up, but I made a filter. I've already got some stuff in here that I need to clean up and stuff. So kind of like using the filtered water, and then eventually the pot gets a little bit too full, and so what I do is actually add coffee. So this is going to warm up and heat up a little bit, but I added the coffee and I just pour in the water. And so until then, I'm going to be putting some rocks. I should have a filter, but so I guess I'm going to fill up the this jug with just random rocks. I wish, well, I might have just a good size. I don't want it too big or too small, but just any of these, and kind of have this more at the bottom, like concrete. Just picking out some of these rocks, I guess,
And I want to try to cover up most of the holes so that they don't get clogged up by the filter floss that I'm going to use. But just some of the basic simple rocks, I would say. So just trying to find a few more just so that I could complete. But some of these rocks are just average. So then I'm gonna try to that I picked up that kind of looked, you know, normal, but so I'm going to be with some quartz or minerals embedded, I guess, in some. So it's kind of hard to really like guess how many, but just not, you know. And then I'm going to try to get some of this filter floss right here. I could use other types of, you know, filter media, but it's just going to help. Filter out just the grinds. So I think that's good enough for now. You know, having like a full filter would be kind of nice, so I might recycle an old filter. So we'll just kind of take this out for this demonstration. You know what, I'm going to just use a clean filter. So I'm going to put this filter in here, and then I'm going to use the filter floss. So, and you know, after the first filter, it's a lot of the filter is going to press and lean, or you know, just press against the sides and stuff, and this is going to try to fill up with coffee grinds. And you know, it's just something that, you know, pretty much is pretty random stuff. Filter out this. I could actually filter out this first, so let's go ahead and try that. So I've got the carbon filter and this stuff. So I've got this stuff in the bathroom. I could also have like a piece of wood underneath to help, you know, just not block the holes situation. So what I'm going to actually do is rinse or pour out or turn on the faucet. So I turned on the faucet and I try to filter out a few things with this prior, and I kind of see towards at the bottom more the heavier stuff is there. You know, this, you know, filter floss, a good coffee filter, stuff like that. Maybe this may or may not, but you know, running it through the filter, I don't have to keep dumping stuff out, and I kind of do is just let the water run, and but you know, instead of wasting everything, and um, it still might not even filter what I really wanted. You know, I've been dumping, like I got a bunch of this stuff outside and stuff, and kind of using it, so it may or may not filter correctly, but it's not going to get clogged up. Maybe I just want it as dry as possible. You know, it's not precise at the moment, but you know, there is some coffee coming out of there. Carbon filters that I have, or carbon, they're actually pretty decent aquarium supplies for a special filter, stuff like that. May or may not filter correctly, but it's not going to get clogged up. Maybe I just want it as dry as possible. You know, like something better to trap it. Clings to certain, like, you know, kind of like, you know, heard that, you know, wood and carbon, it makes water sweet. Also, it just depends. Like the ancient, you know, making like a funnel and having carbon